This is a drill to activate the balance system, the vestibular system. So it's a balance progression in that you can progress it from something quite easy to something quite difficult. And the drill is simply to turn the head and move it in different directions, because by doing that, we're activating the tiny little stones and the tiny semicircular canals that are deep inside the inner ear that regulate balance. They help us tell us which way is up, which way is the ground. When I am twisting, it helps me orient myself to space. It's going to help with spotting. So can I keep my eyes still on something while my head is turning? So as you can imagine, it's a super critical system for gymnasts. They are training it just by doing gymnastics, but by isolating it and doing some very specific work, because it's so important to movement, it can be really powerful to create change. So this drill is simply turning the head in different positions. And the positions are either turning to the right, turning to the left, tilting the head back, down, or tilting to the left, or tilting to the right. And the instructions to the gymnast is going to be quickly, so a head snap to the right or left or whatever direction, hold it there for at least 5 seconds, and then slowly return back to center. And then the foot position, the feet position, easiest is going to be feet together, obviously. And then next is either going to be feet kind of on a railroad track, right? So one right in front of the other, not turned out, they're going to be parallel, and then standing on one leg. And when they're standing on one leg, have the other leg free, so it's not actually touching. It's not in like a coupe or a passe. It's just out in the air. They're just in front of them. Then to progress it even further, you can have the gymnast close their eyes. And you're also welcome to just start with eyes closed, because their vestibular systems are already fairly well trained to see how well they do with the eyes closed. And again, it's the same thing. So eyes closed, you can do with the feet together, feet staggered, or on a single leg. And apart from regulating our balance, it is setting the tone or regulating the tone of our anti-gravity muscles. So you can think of that as your spinal muscles, your glutes, hamstrings, calves, all the way down to the soles of the feet. And so doing this exercise can change the tone of those muscles. A lot of gymnasts will find more flexibility as a result of doing this. So you can test this on your own, go into each of those positions, hold, slowly come back, and then test your range of motion afterwards. And because it's activating those muscles, so just because the tone is changing does not mean that they are getting weaker. You can also test this by having them do this drill, or really any of the other drills, before a skill like vaulting, right? That's going to require a lot of that posterior chain, the glutes, the hamstrings, the calves are involved in running. So this is your balance progression. It is to activate the vestibular system, which is our balance system.